Yo, Joe! Episode 2, G.I. Joe. How can I describe G.I. Joe? What can I say? Well, all I can say is if you're looking, I can see you right now on the camera like, oh my God, is this like, do you really have all this? Yeah, I have all this. And by the time this episode is going to be done, all the straight men are going to want me for my collection, which is cool, Anyway, so G.I. Joe, when you think of the top boy lines of the 80s, what comes to mind? Well, you got He-Man, you got Thundercats, you got Transformers, Ninja Turtles at the end of the 80s, but G.I. Joe was one of the more consistent, cool, must-have toys for the boys and some girls that, grew up to like girls, whatever. So the TV series cartoon that came out really pushed the merchandise, and the commercials were just as cool. If you look around, you'll see that a lot of the vehicles, play sets, there was so many of them, and a lot of us just had to have it. I personally was not into G.I. Joe as much as the other toy lines, but I do respect the product. I love the cartoon series. So let's get into some details of the history of G.I. Joe and what to look forward to now.
80s then, 80s now.
Alright guys, so what you're looking at is one of the boxes. Don't mind that it's empty over here. The actual toys in there. We're going to take it out, take a look at it. Alright, let's give you a little bit of a rundown of G.I. Joe. So you guys know that G.I. Joe was and still is produced by Hasbro. Hasbro is an amazing toy line. Love them. So the question is, who was the creator of the doll? A really cool man named Donald Levine. I hope I'm saying the name correctly. He proudly served our country during the Korean War. I would have loved to meet him. Unfortunately, I read on Wikipedia in his bio that he had passed away in May of 2014. So rest in peace, Mr. Levine. All right, so initially the dolls represented the 4 branches of our U.S. Armed Forces. Trivia time. What were the 4 branches of our U.S. Armed Forces? I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds. I want 4 of them. Go. Okay, U.S. Army, good. Next. All right, you got the U.S. Navy, the Air Force. One more. Come on, I'm waiting. I got all day, I'm going to get paid whether you answer or not. All right, the Marine Corps. So, the 4 branches of the U.S. Armed Forces, G.I. Joe did a great representation of them. Throughout the years, G.I. Joe had several toy lines, but the 2 most successful ones were the 1964 line that featured the 12-inch dolls, and then, of course, the one that you're looking at now, which is the 1982 toy line, which is, all of this. It featured the 3 3/4 figurines. We all remember the awesome G.I. Joe cartoon. I believe it lasted for 95 episodes. Comment below if I'm correct there. The cartoon really helped promote and advertise the toy line, and I'm sure you all remember the awesome TV commercials like I mentioned. So we're going to take a look at one of these bad boys, and this looks like it's the G.I. Joe Persuader. Let's see. It's so funny. Weapons do not shoot. In case you think it's going to shoot and it's not. Really cool. Sometimes when I purchase these things at a flea market or stuff, when you're looking at the box, they tell stories. Not just in the actual toy, but like take a look at the sticker. Now, it doesn't reveal the price of this one, but you'll notice this, the yellow sticker says Child World. You guys, I'm sure many of you remember Child World. They were one of the competitors of Toys R Us. I think it was the Panda. The Panda was the mascot of Child World. Totally cool. For those of you in New York, you guys remember the Child World, the big one in, I think it was Scarsdale or Yonkers on Central Avenue. They had that, which is now on the strip of Staples and TGI Fridays. So shout out to you guys over there, but Child World was over there and that was our stomping ground. We love those toys. Okay, so I'm going to open up one of them. I hope that when I open it up, all of this does not fall down on me and there will be no episode 3 because I'll be dead. But we're going to try anyway. Let's open him up. What do we have here? Okay. Now, some of the toys were a little clunky. Okay, looks like we need... I'm not left-handed, so, you know, bear with me, people. Really cool. What is this? Important. Carefully read the steps on the holograms and the instructions before applying. So, again, this is 1987, this particular toy. Let's see what else we have here. We got the instructions. So you'll notice it was blue and black and white. Here we have G.I. Joe Persuader. Gives you a little intro. Totally cool. The instructions, how to put it in. I'm not reading the whole thing. I never liked instructions. Yeah, so we're just gonna like see. Oh, now did it come with figures? Did he come with it? Oh yeah, he had to have, because if he was behind here, just so you guys know, if you guys do plan on purchasing the 80s toy line again and you want to buy them, you know, just the box alone is probably worth close to anywhere from $20 to $50. Some of the more expensive ones can run you several hundred. Some of the more rare, you're paying thousands actually. So this one in particular, I don't know how common this one is. But I will say that if you have the box, it's worth something. If you have the box and the weapon, it's worth more. If you have it complete with all of the weapons and the guy and the instructions, it's obviously worth even more. And if you have all of it and you have it with the original insert, it's worth a lot more. And if you have it in the original box and MISB, which is mint in sealed box and never opened, and all of it still sealed as if it was case fresh and on the actual, like someone took it literally off the shelf. Well, you can AFA it. Is that correct? I'm all over the place, so help me out here, guys. If you AFA it, you're basically confirming the quality of it, and they would rate it. You know, it could be, you know, is it C, C75, A70? Comment below. I know I'm probably wrong. And you're looking at $500, $1,000 and up. So that just gives you the hierarchy of the of what it's actually worth. So G.I. Joe, again, huge. Let's open up another one. We have time. So let me get a chance to switch boxes and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so one thing I did not do in the last one, I just wanted to not only show you the front box, but I did want to show you the side box, the sides and the back. So in this particular one, we have the LCV, the Recon Sled. Oh, come on. I'm tomato. Comment below. Pronunciate a hyphen, tell me whatever. On the lower left-hand side for you, the free inside is the G.I. Joe action figure body transfer. I didn't open it up yet, so I don't know if it's in there. Anyway, let's give you a side view. Obviously, I love the colors. This was purchased by Sal's Price. So if there was a toy store and your name is Sal and this looks familiar, let me know if this was you that sold them. You know, again, I love the backstory of where these were purchased. I'd love to hear more from you guys. Okay, so again, you know, when they shelved them in the toy stores, you obviously saw that. So cool. All right, and again, you're looking at this, you know, blah, 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 below, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's get to the back of it. Obviously, the UPC proof of purchase is over here. One of the, okay, so obviously they're telling you what parts, you know, they're the periscope, pivots, and you know, the video monitoring screen. So they're very detailed with what you're getting in the box. And then on your lower right of the box, you'll notice you get proof of purchase, which were known as Special G.I. Joe Premium toys, and they were flag points. So in this particular toy, you're getting 2 flag points. Obviously, if you got a more premium, higher, like a play set or something bigger, you're going to get more flag points, and you would use them and redeem them for, you know, cool stuff. So Let me guys know what your story was with the flag points. How many did you have? What did you use them for? Again, comment below. Love to hear that. And actually, I do read your stuff, and some of you have already given me great feedback, and there's a few trolls. So hopefully my fans will fight the trolls, and if not, I will jump in and make fun of them too. Okay, so I'm going to flip it out. I'm going to open it up. This one is actually still sealed on this side, so good. Remember what I told you, some of them that are fully sealed are worth more, blah, blah, blah. So this one does not come with the insert, but I'd like to show you what's in it. Again, this one, okay, this one does have the instructions. Just so you guys know, everything is completely, not ad-libbed, everything is not pre-planned, so you're basically looking for the first time. I'm looking with you. All right, so the recon sled giving you the graphics, the little chart background. Love that. The other side is the instructions. I told you I do not like instructions. I don't read it. I just rip everything out the box and that's it. So let's look at the recon sled. Very cool. Here we have, I'm not in the mood. Okay. Let me try it one more time because I don't want to give up on this. Am I doing this back? Is it like this? I think it should be like that. Should be like, God damn it. Oh, excuse me. All right. So here that's it. Oh, whoops. Okay. I don't have everything else. Did it come with a figure? No, if it would have come with a figure. This is a body transfer. What the hell does that mean? It's a tattoo? I don't know. Okay, so this is a more smaller product. You get a general idea of this one. We have time for one more. Let's open one up. All right, guys, so you were looking at our third G.I. Joe toy. We're looking at the Ski Mobile Polar Battle Bear. Say that 3 times. Polar Battle Bear. Okay. Let's take a look. By the way, what stores is this coming from? Oh, Sal. This is also Sal's toy. It came with a blue. I don't want to rip it. I'm sure all the fans are like, don't rip it. It's gonna rip the box. Well, this side is sealed. I can still open up this side. So let's do this. Let's open it and okay. You know, it's like this is so the color, everything is like in really good condition. I'm so happy I got these. Okay. This actually, I think I got this from those of you that live in New York, Stormville. An absolute amazing giant flea market. They have it every month. Stormville, if you're watching, it's like a giant airport, and they have like hundreds of vendors. They have mom and pop people like you and I. They're like selling stuff to get rid of it. I remember getting this one and a few others for like $40. So if you remember me, this is like several years ago. It was like flooding. But you guys still opened up, and I bought like 5 of these from you, and I think you charged me like $40. So if you remember me, thank you. And your toys are part of like a really cool thing. Okay, so let's open you up. And what are we getting here? The snowmobile. Come on, that's like so cool. Oh, we got the insert. So, and you were a father, by the way. You were a father, and I think you had 1 or 2 kids. And I don't know why you wanted to sell this. Maybe you grew up, but I didn't grow up. So of course I would love to have these. This is like a really detailed one. It's like you would think this was a bigger playset, but it's not. This actually is what, a 6-step process. Great. So here you have again graphics, really cool. Is that it? What the hell is this? Oh, that's my finger. Yeah, that didn't come with the box. So here we have the Polar Battle Bear. Really cool, actually. This is like, oh, I didn't even know this. They go side to side, so you can, I don't recommend, can it go in the snow? I don't know. Maybe we'll do a video in the winter time and we'll bring the toys in. No, I'm not doing that. I'll get frostbite. All right, so here's our third and final. I wish I had more time to open up all of them, but I'm already time crunch. No, I'm not. I can probably open up one more. Can I open up one more? Let's do one more. Let's do one more. You're going to watch anyway. Bye. All right, guys, so what you're looking at is the G.I. Joe Live the Adventure board game. Just wanted to switch it up a bit. I already showed you some of the vehicles. For the board game, this was really fun. For 2 to 4 players, the object was to outmaneuver the attacking Cobra soldiers, and you had to be the first to collect 6 badge of honor tokens. The contents in the game were obviously the game board, one plastic stand. There was one die platform with the game parts. Inside of it were the badge of honor tokens. There was like 24 of them. Energy token was 12. There was the G.I. Joe playing piece, and then you had the G.I. Joe defense cards, which were 2, and the Cobra attack card, which was 2. And so the game lasted, I don't know, did it last like a half an hour or so? Did you guys have this game, and did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Sound off in the comments section below. And yeah, great game and a great product by G.I. Joe. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed episode 2, G.I. Joe. I know I did. Tune in for episode 3 when we do Swatch Watches. Don't forget to like and subscribe below. Comment on what G.I. Joe dolls you had, and I'll see you soon.
80s then, 80s now.
Yo, Joe! We're at episode 2. Yo, Joe! We are at episode... This is 2 or 3? I didn't even think.